Hello, greetings of the day. I am Mrs. Vinaya Tapkir, Assistant Professor from MIT Academy of Engineering, presenting here the next video, that is idle task and statistic task. We are studying the series of MuCOS 2 operating system, where we have already seen that MuCOS 2 supports maximum 64 tasks for an any application. Out of that 64, two tasks are reserved for the system application, and that are idle task and statistic task. This video is giving the details about the idle and the statistic task. The MuCOS2 always creates the task using the OS task create function. Let me take a pen. So MuCOS2 always creates a task which is executed when none of the other task is ready to run. In the previous videos, we have looked out the OS TCBs and the OS ready list table, which is always keeping the track of which task is ready to run. In that also we have seen that the two system tasks are always reserved and those are always ready to run by making the value 1 in the ready list table. So when we are saying that the task is ready to run, means the bit in the OS ready list table is always 1. Again, the bit in the OS ready group is always 1. Okay, so the this task is always ready to run, means this is having the value 1 in the OS ready list table. The idle task, the name of the function is OS task idle. This is a function name for the idle task, is always set to the lowest priority, that is OS underscore lowest underscore priority. We have seen this variable also in the previous videos. This variable in the osconfig.h file plays very much important role to understand the MuCOS2, how many OS TCBs to be created and what should be the priority of the idle task. And this also proves that the MuCOS2 is a scalable and configurable. So it is not necessary that always the application will use the all 64 tasks. So this variable will help us to scale down our applications or the TCBs or the task using the OS lowest priority variable. Then the OS task idle, which is the name of the function for the idle task, and this indicates no any arguments are required for this idle task. Actually, this idle task does nothing. Does nothing means what? There is a no any proper application task is handled by the idle task. This task is just increment the 32-bit counter called as a OS idle CTR. Means like in a C program, generally we are initializing the counter to just count how many times the value is incremented or what, or that particular operation is taken out. So generally we are using the CNT variable, but this is the variable used by the OS to count the value, or this variable is used as a counter in the idle task. So the purpose of the idle task is to just the increment the counter, which is defined by the variable OS idle CTR. So OS idle CTR is used by the statistic task. Afterwards, idle task is just incrementing the counter, and this counter is used by the statistic task. The statistic task determine how much CPU time is actually being consumed by the application software. Means no any other application task is ready to run. The processor or the CPU automatically switch into the idle task because no any task is in the run state. So just it is calculating the CPU clocks by this 32-bit counter, and the statistics task just calculate the CPU time in percentage. Now we have to see the listing of the idle task. Listing is nothing but the small code which is written into the kernel. So see this is the code for the task. Already we have seen how to write the task, how to sketch the task. Means whenever we have to write any application task, the syntax is already we have seen in the previous video. That is the one return type is there. The name of the task should be there, and one argument, that is the star p data, which holds the address of your task into the memory. So this is a required syntax to create or to write any task. So here instead of the idle task, we can write our own application task also. but here this task is already dedicated, already written in the system. So the name of the task is OS task idle, where p data and is equal to p data. This is the first very need this instruction is needed to save the argument address into the p data variable, so that the kernel will know that the task is created by handling this address. So that's why this variable is the pointer variable. Then this is a while loop. We have already seen that the every task is an infinite loop. When such a task is ready and control is given by the CPU, this is a continuously run by the CPU. Again, we have seen to enter into the any task, we have to call the OS enter critical function, which disables all the interrupts. Again, the actual task instruction is what OS task CTR plus plus was, means this idle task is just incrementing the counter. And again, after incrementing, OS exit critical function is called, because when we are coming out of the task, we have to enable all the interrupts again. So this is the listing of the idle task. This is very simple. The purpose here, we can understand that the purpose of the OS task is to just increment the counter to calculate the CPU clock pulses. Okay? So this is the listing of the idle task. Now we can comment on the idle task. The idle task, before entering to the idle task, interrupts are disabled, that we have seen in the listing, and then enabled around the increment, because the 8-bit or the 16-bit processor or the 30-bit 32-bit increment requires multiple instruction which must be protected from being accessed by higher priority task or an ISR. So critical function is already we have seen our previous section. Critical section, every task is a critical section, and before entering to the task, enabling and disabling of the interrupts is very much essential. The idle task can never be deleted. This point to be noted, that the every idle task can never be deleted by application software. Okay, because it is a system task. As a application developer or the user cannot delete this idle task. So this is all about the idle task. Now we will see what is the statistic task. Statistic task, the MICOS2 contains the task that provides the runtime statistics. By the name also, by the name itself, we can understand this is provides us the mathematical statistics of the CPU time uses. The statistic task OS task idle is always set to the lowest priority -1. Let me look out to this statement. The statistic task, the name is always set to the lowest priority -1, because OS underscore lowest underscore priority is the value of the idle task, and statistic task value is a OS underscore lowest underscore priority -1. For example, if value of the OS underscore lowest underscore priority is equal to 32, we have already seen that this variable is present in the osconfig.h file, which we have to configure as an application developer. We cannot delete this task, but we can set the priority of this idle task by changing the value of this variable. So if the value is a 32, then priority of the idle task is a 32, priority of the idle task is the 32, and priority of the statistic task is 31. Okay, priority of the idle task is a 31, that is 32 minus 1. So the processor or the CPU can develop total 32 OSTCP tables and total 4 rows in the ready list table. And this proves that the MUCOS2 is scalable and configurable. Means whenever require only 32 tasks are required, then another memory need not to allocate the memory for complete 64 tasks. This already we have seen in our previous video. The statistic task is called by OS task STAT, that is OS task stat. This is the name of the function, and it is created if. Now in the idle task is already created, we need not to create that, and we cannot delete also that. But statistic task is optional. So whenever user will set the configuration constant, that is OS task underscore statistic enable variable from the osconfig.h file to 1, then When this bit is enabled, then OS task stat from OS core.c executes every second and computes the percentage CPU uses at the backend of the program. So statistic task is not a default task. Whenever we want to calculate the CPU uses, as a user, we have to enable this bit from the osconfig.h file. Then this statistic task is get enabled and it starts calculating the CPU uses. Okay? So statistic task is a not default task. Idle task is the default. This is already executed or every time executed. But statistics tasks having the control in the enable in this OS task statistics enable bit. So this bit enabling and disabling the statistic task. The statistic task will tell us how much of the CPU time is used by your application in the percentage. This value is placed in the OS CPU uses variable. So this is the variable where the return value of the CPU time is calculated in the statistic task, which is a signed 8-bit integer. The resolution of the OS CPU uses is 1% only. So listing, we will see the listing. The OS, this is the name of the task. This is the body of the task which is written into the kernel. This idle task and statistic tasks are written by the kernel, and all application tasks are written by the application user. So statistic task means OS stat init. This is the OS time delay function is there. So first we have to enter into the critical section. Then OS idle CTR value. OS idle CTR value which is taken as a return from the idle task by the statistic task which is initially 0. Then OS exit critical. And then OS time delay is calculated by OS tick per second argument. And again OS enter critical and calculate the OS idle CTR maximum, and OS idle CTR value will taken into the OS idle CTR maximum value. So the maximum value from the idle task is taken by the statistic task, and OS statistic ready is equal to true. So OS, and then again at the end OS exit critical function is called. So here just we have to see that, and we have to understand that the idle task is just counting the CPU clock pulses, and by taking that value OS statistic task is calculating the CPU uses in terms of the percentage. So this is all about the idle task and the statistic task. Hope and you are